being here this morning at the River of Life has never had more meaning to me as it does right now. I was involved in a fire. It was life and death. It's a commercial fire. Having said that, the glass is like really, really thick. I tried to put the fire out in a panic, and I don't know how it started, but I tried to put the fire out, and it seems like I only made it worse. And everything was happening so fast. So I went from trying to put the fire out to trying to save my own life because I couldn't breathe. Please forgive me because I'm really emotional, okay?
It's all right, brother. It's all right. It's all right.
I couldn't breathe. I mean, that's reality. I was dying. And I was already having a vision of the fire department coming in and finding me dead on the floor, trying to break the window. I tried one time and I couldn't break the window. So I'm walking, I'm like running back and forth and hysterical, and it's like, oh my God, help me. I grabbed another chair and I was able to bust the window. And once the window busted, it brought in a lot of air and it made the smoke worse. But by that time, my head was hanging out and I was able to get a little bit of air back into my lungs, because by that time my lungs were filled with smoke, and the smoke takes away the oxygen. I mean, it's a miracle that I'm here today. My will to live has never been stronger. It's never been stronger than it is now.
Hallelujah.
You know, my brother Anthony picked me up this morning really early so I could go get my bandage changed. And while I was waiting for him, I thought, I'm going to go across the street right here. I want to go see my mother. She passed back in August. You know, her plot's right there. I said, I'm walking over there. I'm getting emotional. And I'm thinking, my mother didn't raise me to be a drug addict. She didn't raise me to be addicted to pornography. She didn't raise me to run with the wrong people. Those are things that I picked up on my own. I'm jumping kind of back and forth here. Please forgive me. But I promised my mother this morning. I said, Mom, I get it now. I get it. And just like I cried out to the Lord that night when I was able to get out of the building, in my arm, because I hit an artery, and it was just shooting blood everywhere. And at the same time, I'm thinking, oh my God, I can't breathe. I'm going to die. And the ambulance wasn't coming fast enough. So another guy comes from across the street over there at Foster Farms. He gets a belt. He puts it around my arm. And I just start crying out. I said, Lord, spare my life, Lord, and I'll rededicate myself to you, Lord. And I'll do everything your way, the right way. Because I've always been the kind of person who, today I want the Lord, but I start getting comfortable later on, and I start taking it back little by little, And next thing you know, I'm backsliding, but I'm trying to walk like a good Christian, but I see it now that wasn't right. It wasn't real for me. It wasn't, but I see it now. Unfortunately, this is what it took for me to open my eyes. But again, it's a miracle to be alive. Man. I just wanted to share that with you guys.